Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to another video. We are going to be doing this cute summer design to end the summer out, and then we are going straight into fall nails, you guys. So without further ado, let's hop into the video. So hopping right in, we are using the extra long square no C-curve tips by Dynamic Nail Supply. This color is Not Polish Yellow Mamba. I have not used this on a set, I don't think, so far, but I did do a swatch in this video that I got from Andrea, which was an unboxing. I will link that video above for you all right here if you want to go check that out. But this color is super pretty. I was really anxious to try it in a set, and I wanted to do something bright before the summer ended because I feel like my next few videos we're gonna start getting into like fall colors and some more deep dark purples and browns and all that. So I wanted to end these little colorful nails on a high note. Now, I will say that I did try, these nails were supposed to be Tweety Bird, and I will show a clip of what I was trying to draw when I get to it, and y'all are going to see exactly why I had to switch this up, because Tweety Bird was not looking like Tweety. She was not looking, yeah, it just wasn't, it wasn't going. Like, I clearly cannot draw. I clearly do not have the right tools, meaning the right brush to do really good designs. So I had to skip that little shindig, and I had to resort to doing another design, which is why the colors you will see are a little off as far as like the glitter that I chose, just because it was not supposed to be this outcome of nails. However, it still came out cute, so we're gonna run with it. Now we are using Cover Flamingo. This is my favorite cover by Young Nails. This is by Young Nails right here. This is my favorite acrylic powder by them. It is just, it goes with every single skin tone that you could possibly think of. It's a really pretty color, like a really pretty pink. It has enough coverage to do ombres with. It's not very translucent, or transparent. So it's just like, it's like the perfect nude pink, y'all. Like, for real, it's like the perfect pink. And the buttery consistency of it is like perfect. Now, this set did not take me long at all. I left a lot of this actually in real time. A lot of this video is in real time, so it was fairly quickly to do, just because I was working with really good acrylic powders. Every acrylic powder that I used in this video is super easy to work with. They do not dry fast. Now, I will say Cover Flamingo dries a little faster than the Not Polish that I have, so just be wary of that, but not fast to the point where I don't feel like it's beginner friendly. I still feel like it's beginner friendly. I was just comparing them as putting them on, like as far as putting them down, and I did feel like the Cover Flamingo dried faster than the Yellow Mamba, and that might be just because of the pigment. But yeah, y'all, it is like, this finger right here was my favorite finger. This finger right here, like, everything was so satisfying to me. Just the application alone was so easy and so flawless. I was like, oh my god, why do I use any other acrylic powders? Like, my top favorite, okay, so my top 3 or 4 acrylic powders would have to be, well, so far I like Secret Nail Affair, but Secret Nail Affair, I pretty much only have clear acrylic powders by them with glitter, you know, glitter. So this one is Secret Nail Affair right here. It's called Sweet Lullaby. And this obviously is a nice acrylic powder. It is clear. Clear is like the easiest acrylic powder for you to work with, and it's like the easiest to make. So I do like Secret Nail Affair from what I have tried. I don't know if I would have to put them, I don't know if I would be able to put them in my top, like my top faves, just because there's so many brands that I have not tried yet. But from the ones that I have tried, my favorite are hands down Not Polish, Young Nails, and Dynamic Nail Supply. Those are my 3 favorite acrylic powders to use. They are very easy to work with. They are very beginner friendly. I still consider myself a beginner just because I'm still learning my application. My application is not flawless. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. It's really a hit or miss with me. So those are the ones that are easiest to work for me, or the ones that are easiest for me to work with. And I feel like they would be easy for you all to work with. So if you are looking for a nice acrylic powder, I would suggest you purchasing one of those 3. I personally started off with the Core Young Nails kit. That was my first kit that I ever bought. And I feel like it gave me a lot to work with starting out, and I was able to learn a little bit on that, but I just ventured off and started using other acrylic powders. So that is what I like. Right here, I just want y'all to make sure that when you are applying your acrylic powder, make sure that everything is aligned on the center of the nail. Make sure that you are always patting the sides. This is going to keep the shape. I highly suggest Dynamic Nail Supply's square tips. The ones that I'm using right now are the extra long square no C curve tips by them. And I will tell y'all that I did not shape these tips prior to applying the acrylic. And the only reason that I didn't is because sometimes I do, most of the time I do, especially for a client, I always do. But I did not do that because I had a base coat on that I did not want to file off the edges because I didn't want any acrylic to stick to my nail since I am doing the pop-off method. So that's why I didn't file or shape these nails, but they do come pre-shaped. And if they are fitting pretty well against your nail frame and your nail bed and your nail plates and your sidewalls, then you won't have to do too much filing anyway. So that is why they look so good even without me pre-filing or pre-shaping them. They already come pre-shaped. Now, normally, if I was just doing a regular set, I definitely would have filed the sides in a little more before applying the acrylic. So just be mindful of that. If you are doing a regular set on yourself, definitely file your nails and pre-shape your tips before applying acrylic. These still came out really good. And they came out really narrow, as opposed to some sets that I've done months ago, but they came out really good and really narrow. So I did like the shape for the final results, and they were just easy to work with. So I get tips from them. I've gotten tips from them. I've had not polished tips. I'm not a huge fan of the not polished tips only because the only ones that I have are the C curve, and I'm not really a big fan of C curve. I will say when you use C curve tips though, I feel like personally they last longer because they are like really stuck to the frame of your nail. Like they are not going anywhere. If you break a C curve tip, you're just hard on your nails because those things are so hard to get off. C curve tips are so hard to get off when I do a pop off method. Like it's like almost impossible for me to get them off. So that's why I'm not trying to use them too much anymore. Unless somebody asks for them, then I'll put them on somebody else. But for myself and for doing videos, I don't plan to use any more C-curve tips just because they are very hard to pry off my nail when I am done filming. And I do not like that. It messes with my nails and I do not want to damage my nails. So, not saying that C-curve tips damage your nails. I'm just saying if you are trying to pop them off directly after, then I don't feel like those are good tips to work with. Now, as you can see, this Cover Flamingo is blending right in. Such an easy blend. It's very, very easy to work with, you guys. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all, like, this application was almost, like, for me, it was pretty flawless. Now, I was putting the powders on a little nilly-willy, like they were all over the place sometimes, but that just goes to show how, like this right here, it was kind of sloppy. But that just goes to show you all, if you are not that great with, you know, placing your beads or getting the correct liquid to powder ratio, you can still work with it. This bead right here was kind of drying a little fast for me. I was really just taking too long to work with it, but I was still able to manage it. Like, I was still able to bring it down. I was still able to press in the sides. Just make sure if you are having a hard time and you feel the acrylic about to stiffen up on you, make sure that those side walls are perfect. You can file down the rest, but the sides of the nails are what you want to focus on the most. Make sure that you are hitting the sides first before you are hitting the middle. Always make sure that your sides are perfect and straight. You do not want your nails to look lumpy and wide on the sides of the nails. Make sure that you are trying to bring your acrylic down evenly. I still have an issue with that, and you can see it right here at the bottom of this tip right here, that I always seem to put more acrylic powder on my right side, and I feel like it's because my right side of everything is more dominant. So I don't know what it is. I just have an issue with more acrylic always being on my right side. So I do try to correct it and even it up at the end, whether it's applying more acrylic to the bottom on the left sides of the nail, which would be the right side right here. But sometimes that's just what you have to do. Just make sure that everything is as even as you can get it so that you do not have to do so much filing at the end. If you are using colored acrylics, I want y'all to make sure that you are capping all the nails. Now, some color acrylics, if you are, you don't have to. It's not a must, but I just like to do it because you never know how colored acrylic powder is going to work when it comes to filing. Some acrylic powders will be fine with you filing the colors, but some I've had some acrylic powders that are colored acrylic powders, and when you get to filing it without it being capped with clear, it just makes, like, I don't know, it's not the same. It's just not the same, y'all. Like, it comes out really weird and kind of blotchy sometimes. So I like to cap all my nails. If I'm doing colored acrylics, I like to cap all my nails in clear. And that is why I did not make them super, super thick with just the base. Of course, you're going to have to cap any glitter acrylics, which would be this right here, this nail right here. You're going to have to cap any ombre. When you are capping ombres, it just completely brings the nail together. I don't know what that clear does, y'all, but it's like a blend of its own. That ombre where that one color meets the other color, I'm trying to tell y'all, that clear just makes it snap all the way together. So make sure that you are capping your nails, you guys, especially if you are doing thin nails with colored acrylic. That is also a way for you to save your colored acrylic, because obviously most colored acrylics, I don't know how many times I'm going to say colored acrylics, but most acrylics that are pigmented, they are going to run you a lot more than a clear acrylic powder. This is the Todds Ln clear acrylic powder. Y'all know I really, really like this clear. It honestly is almost the same to me as Mia Secret. I actually like this one more than Mia Secret. I have not tested out to see if it's clearer than Mia Secret. Just because I have not purchased any Mia in quite some time. So I have my clear acrylic, and I also have this one. I use this one because it's on my desk already. My clear acrylic is bagged up. So yeah, I have no issues with it, and it's super cheap, you guys. So I'll try to leave that in the description below, but you can go on Amazon and all you do is type in Todds Ln and clear acrylic and it will pop right up for you. It's a huge bottle for $9. So if you are looking for a really good clear acrylic powder that is fairly cheap, then go ahead and get you some of that. If you want a more tried and trusted acrylic powder, then I would suggest you try the Mia Secret. I've tried so many clears. I haven't noticed any difference. I mean, I'm sure there is, but I've never took it to the point where I had to test all of them and see which one was clear. So maybe I'll make a video out of that one day where I'm buying a whole bunch of clear acrylics from different companies and I see which one is the clearest and I compare the price points, because honestly, I feel like this one does the job for me. So I did go ahead and I filed off camera because y'all see me file all the time, but this filing was so cute, y'all. I did do a little filing under the nails to give it like a fishtail effect. And now I'm just wiping the nail off with some alcohol, and I'm putting some matte top coat. Y'all, they did not spell matte right. Somebody else pointed out and I caught it after they said something, and I'm like, oh my God, they really did spell matte wrong. But y'all know these be Chinese companies, and so the grammar is not always correct. However, I do really like these polishes. So it don't matter to me whether how you spell it. You could put an M and a T and I would have known whether it's top coat, glossy, or matte. So it really don't matter. It worked fine. You see how matte it was? So yeah, those are actually the polishes that I showed you all from that other video. I will link that video up here for you all as well if you want to go check that out. And I debuted and reviewed some of the not acrylics, some of the gel polishes that I bought, and not that I bought, that got sent to me, I'm sorry. And they were really nice. So right here, I am showing you all in one picture how I did, or how I was trying to do the Tweety bird. I was trying to draw a Tweety bird, and I was trying to do a sketch of it, like an outline with pencil. Yes, you can write on your hand. You can write on your nails with pencil. However, you would need to do that before you actually put any top coat or any matte coat on your nail. So this is the thumb. It has not been coated with anything. The only thing that has been done to this nail is it was filed and buffed. That is it. No top coat, no matte coat, nothing is on this nail. So that if you are looking to draw and sketch something on your nail with a pencil, you will need to make sure that no top coat or anything is on the nail prior to doing that, or else you will not be able to draw on the nail. So that is what you have going on in the top left picture. I just wanted to show y'all how Tweety bird was coming out and why I did not proceed in trying to draw a Tweety. I'm just, y'all, I don't know what it is. I also need a thinner brush. I need a very thin brush to get the lines that I was trying to get, because the brushes that I have, the lines were just not as thin as I needed them to be. And I feel like that played a huge factor in why I could not draw how I needed to draw. I cannot draw characters with this brush. Now, these are the brushes that V Nailed It uses, and that's where I got them from. But clearly she is more talented than me, and I just need something a little bit thinner for me to be drawing lines. So I'm definitely going to invest in some nicer brushes. I'm gonna actually, after I upload this, I'm gonna go online and look for some. My friend gave me some brushes to check out that she uses, so I'm gonna check those out and see. Do y'all see those hairs? Do y'all see the hairs on top of Tweety head? Like, the hairs alone were just bad. So yeah, that was totally going left. So to the right, we have a picture of me drawing just little palm trees, which is super easy. Now, you can either make your leaves like how I'm doing, which are very close together. But I have seen other nail techs and videos of people drawing palm trees, and they will make their leaves very much spaced out and a lot thinner. So that is going to be definitely up to you whether or not you want your leaves spaced out, or if you want them closer together like how I did mine. It still gave it a palm tree effect, but it is very much up to you how you want to do that. If you have a thinner brush, then you can make more precise lines and it will look maybe a little more realistic, but this is what I had to work with, so that is how I made it. Now, when you are doing the actual tree, what is it called? The tree bark, not the tree bark, why can I not think right now? That big part of the tree, the trunk, I don't know, y'all. I cannot think right now. Like, I'm drawing a real blank. But when you are doing that part, you want to make it a little wider at the end, like how a real tree would be. I did not make it as wide as I wanted to looking back, but you want the tree to be narrow, and then as you get to the bottom, you want it to span out and widen out at the bottom like any other regular tree would. So right here, I'm adding another branch and I'm putting more leaves on it, which I really did not need to do that. I felt it looked good before I did that, and I really don't know why I even added that. I don't know what I was thinking, y'all. You think about stuff after the fact, but I mean, it was still cute, I guess. I just looking back, I don't feel like it was needed, but it came out super, super cute. Like I said, this was my favorite nail out of the whole set. It was really simple. The ombre was very, very cute, and the tree came out cute. So now we're getting to the middle finger, and I was making, like, I was going off of, in my head, you know how the wave emoji on your phone, if you have iPhone, that is what I was going off in my head, like making the waves. So that is what I was trying to do, and I ended up putting some of the blue. Y'all know that's my favorite blue out of that kit. But I ended up putting some of the blue at the bottom to make it like a darker blue. If you know what the sea looks like, the water is always going to be darker the deeper you get. So I wanted it to be like that radiant effect coming up and being a little lighter as it got to the top. So I did go ahead and I was just kind of fanning it out with my brush. Or with my liner brush, and just kind of making little strokes to make it look like waves. I did want to go ahead and add a little bit of white because what do you call those on the way? I should know all of this, y'all. I had to study stuff like this for merchant, like when I was a merchant mariner. Like I should really know all this stuff because I was on the water for 3 years. But is it called the crest? I don't know. What is it called? What are those whites? So the white things on the waves, like when you see them make that white splash, they're called something, but I cannot think of what it is called or what it's named. But anyway, that is what I was making with this white. I just want to put a little bit of white at the top to make the waves look more realistic. And then, y'all, I don't know why, but I ended up doing the birds blue instead of black. And I don't know, like I really don't know what I was thinking when I did that, but they still came out cute. But if you want to do the birds in black, then you can do the birds in black. It's definitely up to you. I guess I just still had blue on my brush, so that's what I went with. I don't know, y'all. But they would look good in whatever color that you choose to do. Nobody made a rule that birds had to be black. So I went ahead and did that. Those are super easy to do. You're basically making like an M, but kind of more flattened out, if that makes sense. So on the pinky, I'm wiping this off with alcohol first and a lint-free wipe, and I do that to just get everything off of the nail. And sometimes my nails will have, after filing and buffing, they'll have like these little white streaks, and it looks like, I don't know, it's just really weird. So I don't know what it comes from, but I just put some alcohol on a paper towel or a lint-free wipe, and I go ahead and wipe the nail off to get all of that residue gone. And then directly after, before it gets that crusty look again, I go ahead and I put some top coat over. You can do top coat or matte coat. I did matte coat. And then I went ahead and proceeded to make another palm tree, and it came out super cute as well. This one I knew exactly what to do, and it goes super fast. I know somebody asked me to make sure that I posted this video because they wanted to see how you do palm trees, and I'm like, girl, like, it's so easy. Like, I can't draw to save my life. So y'all know, if I tell you that something's easy, then it's easy. Literally, you're drawing kind of like hangman. You're doing hangman, but it's a tree. Like, all you're doing is drawing lines and drawing smaller lines from those lines, if that makes sense. So now we're getting into the clouds. I wanted to do some clouds. I wanted this nail to look exactly how I picture the ocean when you are out to sea. Literally, all it is water, birds, and clouds. That's all you see, in the sun. I was gonna do the sun, but I felt like just keeping the clouds here would be suffice. So that's what I did. All you do is take a little bit of the white, well, a lot of the white, and you just make big blobs, you guys. And then you're gonna take a brush and you're just gonna fan it out at the bottom to make them look more realistic. And you want to kind of bring them out to the sides and like elongate the clouds to make them look like they're actually in the sky and kind of connecting to other clouds. So that is what I did right here with a damp brush. You do not want to use a dry brush for this. Make sure that it is put it in some monomer and then wipe it off. Just make sure it's a little damp, but not too wet where it's dispersing too much of the product. So now we're gonna make some sand, and I don't really know why I did sand, but I just felt the need to have this look a little more realistic. So now it became we're at the beach vibes instead of in the middle of the ocean vibes. So that is what I did. I took this tannish color that I got from Model Ones, and I have done a review on those polishes. I think if I can find the video, I'll link it above for y'all right here to go view and check out. But I just took that, and then I took one of my eyelash little, I don't know what you call them. I think they're made for eyelashes to clean the lashes. I'm not sure, but I got these off of Shein. If you have not seen any of my Shein hauls, I have tons and tons and tons of them, you guys. So go check those out. I will leave at least one or two above for you all right here if you want to go view those. But yeah, so I'm just patting it. All I did was put layers of the polish, pat, just to give it this textured look. And once I got it to where I wanted it to be, I went ahead and I put some clear acrylic powder over it. And then I went ahead and cured that nail just to make the clear acrylic powder set in the nail, and I brushed it all away, and y'all will see how it looks once I show the hand again. So right here, I'm not going to do the same exact thing, but I am going to get some green polish and just pat it in and just make like little grass. I wanted it to look kind of like grass, just a little bit. And I left that one as it is with the polish. I did not go ahead and put clear acrylic over it. I don't know why. I didn't really have a reason, but I just left that one as is. So now, you guys, I have to put y'all on to a very, very good top coat. This top coat was like super glossy, and it is a non-wipe top coat. So you do not have to wipe this after. It does not leave any tacky layer. This is Beetle's top coat. It's a gloss coat, and they do have, I've had their top coat and I've had their matte top coat, and they both work really, really nicely. Beetle's has some great gel polishes if you're just starting off and you need some gel polishes. Now, I do not suggest that you do artwork with Beetle's gel polish. I would recommend Madam Glam or Nail Addict, even though I have not tried Nail Addict or Nail Reserve as they are called now. I do recommend that if you are doing nail art, that you want more of a thicker polish versus something like Beetle's. Beetle's sometimes it varies depending on what color it is, but sometimes their polishes are not as opaque as you need them to be. So yeah, but Beetle's is a great brand to start off with, and I highly suggest their top coat. This is their glossy top coat, and I thought it was very glossy, you guys. Like, it was given very much glossy. This was my first time using this bottle of it. I got the bigger bottle off of Amazon, and yeah, I really liked it. So I had no complaints about that. As you see, this nail right here, I just went over the top part and I left the sand matte. I did not go over that with polish. If you want to go over it with matte top coat, then you can, but I just left it textured since I did put clear acrylic powder on it. It was, if somebody was to come and feel the nails, it would feel like sand because it was kind of gritty. So that is what I was going for on that middle nail with the sand part. And it would have been really, really cute if I had seashells or something like that. I know somebody up here. Who up here did, I don't know if it was, I think it might have been Nails by Key or Shay Nailed It. I don't know. One of them or somebody did some really, really nice beach nails with seashells and sand, and it was really, really cute. I think it was Nails by Key, but I'm not sure. But now I'm just going ahead and I'm putting some cuticle oil on my crusty little fingers. Y'all know my fingers are always crusty. I gotta grow my fingers, but it's cool. We still gonna run with it. And this cuticle oil really smells like soap. Not in a bad way, but it just smells like soap. Like, it has no like real scent to it. But if you're looking for a cuticle oil or a cuticle pen, I definitely have some on my website, so go check that out. My link is in the description down below. But that was it, you guys. This is how the nails came out. I hope y'all loved this tutorial, and I know I talked a lot and I know I was talking really, really fast, but like I said, I hope y'all enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like my post, like my video. Make sure that you like it so we can push this video out to the world, to the YouTube world. And yeah, y'all, make sure that you are subscribed. Make sure the notification bell is on, and I will see y'all in the next one. I love y'all so much. Mwah. Bye.